I just woke up. Well, not right now, but, recently. And I just thought that I would vlog a little bit. Because the light's nice and, just the way editing and stuff works, I just thought I'd get another video done. So, I just thought I would talk to you a little bit about how I feel about the whole sexual harassment on YouTube thing. This is totally unscripted, and I haven't even thought about this. I just kind of whipped out my camera and I was like, oh, I want to talk about this publicly. So forgive me for my, lack of expressing well. Alex Day was, along with Charlie, probably one of the first YouTubers I really got into. And basically I loved him. Eventually he stopped posting and I was really confused, and it was months after it happened that I actually found out what happened. I don't know how I avoided all this, but yeah. And for those of you who don't know, wherever you've been, he was accused of sexual harassment and he disappeared off the internet. I don't think he meant to hurt anybody. The problem with him is that he didn't understand. By the way, this is Igor. Igor is life. Igor is love. He didn't understand what consent was, really. And I think this is a pretty big problem nowadays. Because, consent isn't... It's just getting too complicated. People still assume that, as long as nobody said no, we're good. But, it can be implied, even if no wasn't explicitly said. The problem with Alex was that he, the girl would be like, I don't want to do this. And then he would insist and manipulate her until she said she did. And then when they did it, he didn't think it was a problem because she'd said yes in the end. That's not okay. That's definitely sexual harassment. It's like emotional manipulation, and it's not okay. I know people. And one of a girl and a boy, a couple, they just broke up, and it's been found that he's been forcing her to send him pictures. Now, basically, everyone at my school and whatever has been saying, oh, she's lying, she's such a slut, you can't force someone to send pictures. But I don't think, I get that you can't physically force someone, but rape isn't always physical forcing. Sometimes it's manipulation, and I think it's easy if, someone really cares about someone else to manipulate them into, saying, if you don't do this, I'll leave you, I'll cheat on you, you have to do it. It's definitely a thing. Like Alex Day, he would do this thing where he would have sex with his fans, and I feel like that's just never a good idea, because if you're in a position of power over whoever it is you're having, sexual relations with, then automatically that puts them in a position where they don't feel comfortable saying no to you, because, you've been Alex Day's fangirl for years, and he finally wants to hang out with you. You want him to like you. Sex should always be something that both people there want. That's it. And you have to make sure they both want it. And Charlie McDonald, Charlie is so cool, likes video about consent. He said that if he gets any impression whatsoever that the girl he's, fooling around with wants to stop, whether it's just her, body language, she kind of stops wanting to kiss and stuff, or, whether she says something, he just, talks to her about it. And I think we should all do that. And then there's always, there's just so many situations. For example, if someone is in a position where they can't say no, they're not in the right mind to be able to, give consent or not give consent, then that counts as no consent. That means that you cannot have sex with that person. If someone is so drunk that they can't think clearly enough to give you consent, you should stay away. you know? And also, really importantly, there's a misconception that, you know, if someone says yes to you once, then it's yes every time. It's not. You can be married. You can be in a committed relationship. And, you know, you can have sex a million times. And then if one night the husband or the wife doesn't want to, then it's no. Then you don't do it. Otherwise, that is rape. I know that it's been said a million times before, but I think the more people talk about it, the better. And everyone seems to be kind of sick of this ongoing argument on YouTube about sexual harassment and all, so it's kind of disappearing, but I think it shouldn't be disappearing. I think that, you know, if you want it to disappear, then you are part of the problem, because it has to be something that is talked about. Still, if you're Sam Pepper's fan and you're still supporting him, because he still has a lot of fans, he's still making horrible videos, then I have no respect for you. I'm sorry. I mean, I understand that it's hard. I mean, I was like that with Alex. It was so hard for me not to care about him anymore. But, you know, think of what he's done. He's hurt so many people. He's raped people. Like, rape, that's not okay. You can't just be arguing for him and protecting him. And the fact that he still has little, you know, young girls who do that, it's really worrying. You know, it's like they've manipulated millions of people into almost thinking that rape is okay. And it's just really concerning. So yeah. I will make normal videos where I'm not talking about horrible things that happen, and slut-shaming and sexual harassment, but, I guess I just, I'm working on it. So yeah, stick around. Bye-bye.